Hi, how's everybody doing this afternoon? I was going to make a video with a new little camcorder that I bought, but I don't think it's going to work out to be able to sync up with what I got, so I'm going to have to maybe figure something else out. But what I wanted to do today, I was just going over some old notes that I had, and these were like from 2 or 3 years ago. That has to do with like this time of the year. It leads up to just kind of a background of what's going on, you know. So I was just going to read you some of my notes. Okay, now, sun worship originated in Babylon, which Babylon, that was the first empire after the flood. And Nimrod was the founder of the empire of Babylon, and his queen was Semiramis. Nimrod comes from the Hebrew verb merad, meaning rebel, or we will revolt. Some Bible scholars think Nimrod could be Gilgamesh, who had claimed to have killed the sender of the Great Flood. Gilgamesh seeks Shamash, the sun god, and Semiramis calls herself the Queen of Heaven. Nimrod established the first post-flood empire, then allowed his followers to call him God. At his death, they thought he was exalted to his rightful domain. He was now the sun god. And that when that happened, then that night a Christmas tree or a pine tree grew up on a tree stump that was cut down, and people brought presents out the next morning and they put presents all around it. So that's where the tradition comes of the Christmas tree. Most goddess worship as well as sun worship can be traced right back to Semiramis. This one woman had such a lasting impact upon world history that the land from which civilization arose was known as the land of Shamar, or Shemur. Translated in Hebrew, it becomes the land of Shinar. In Genesis 10:9 through 10, Nimrod, the mighty hunter, before the Lord, and the begging of his kingdom was Babel, the land of Shinar. So that was with the Nimrod there, and now I moved over to this. We're in Rome here. Constantine, he was not a Christian, he was a sun worshiper, but on when he combined Christianity with paganism to make the Christians, you know, they can kind of all do it together, you know, mesh it together. This was the decree that he made right here. Let all judges and townspeople and occupations of all trades rest on the variable day of the sun, March 7th, 321. Well, when God's Sabbath day is was Saturday. Now who even knows what day it is anymore? But all right, and then you have Mithra. She's a hypercosmic sun god, and they held Sunday as their special day. And Mithra's birthday is placed at the winter solstice at December 25th as well, same as Nimrod. And the date of Jesus Christ's birth is actually unknown, and that comes from the Stanford studies. Mithraism is the worship of the sun. Romans gave the new name Sol Invictus, which means the invincible sun. Okay, Yuletide is Nimrod's birthday. Yuletide is Nimrod's birthday that you are acknowledging. It's been celebrated for centuries and centuries, and it's the Wiccans' most important holiday for them. Okay, and then I'll just go over a few definitions here of some words, seeing as how it is the season, right? Now, Santa, is an anagram for Satan. It's just the letters are all jumbled up. But so, let's look at some of these definitions of what this all has to do with. Santa, he's also known and referred to, Kris Kringle. And Kris Kringle is from 1830, and it means Christ baby. But it actually says in the dictionary that that's actually wrong, because Christ baby, it should be baby Jesus, but nevertheless, that's still what it says. But we live in a fallen system, a fallen world. So, and then Old Nick, that's something else that you call Santa. Good old Saint Nick. Well, Old Nick was from 1640, and that actually means the devil. That's what that word means. And so you got Santa. He's got to have his helpers, right? And his helpers are elves. So look up the definition of what elf means. Well, that means, people, they have their elf on a shelf sitting up this time of year, and they're by next to their Christmas tree that they got up. So, but it means a spirit, a fairy, goblin, an incubus, or succubus, which means a demon. That's credited with the nightmares in male and female form, consorting at night while you sleep. And so that's what an elf is. It's actually one of Satan's helpers. Just like here it's Santa's helper, it's the same thing. So that's about it. And that's why I don't celebrate Christmas and put up trees and stuff anymore, is because it all goes back to the same stuff with the sun worship, and all these small g gods' birthdays all land on, right at the winter solstice, right when we've been told that this is when Jesus was born, and we should all celebrate Jesus' birthday, which celebrating birthdays are pagan too, but we live in this system. So anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed this a little bit. And I pray that you all have a fantastic evening and night. God bless every single one of you guys. See you, love you, bye.